Alright, so this is my computer screen, and I wanted to basically show that I created icons for my Obsidian Vault. So here is the icon for Obsidian. Let me get to it. This is the original, so when I click on that, it will bring up my primary architecture vault. And this primary vault contains a whole bunch of child vaults. So if I go to the files here, and it's going to come up, so you see life administration, and this is everything. This is a vault on its own. So this architecture vault is my main vault, and it has these individual vaults that are in here for me to be able to manage sub-vaults. And so these are all independent. You can't see the .obsidian file in there, but they all have them. So what I've done is I created icons for them. So the Mac allowed me to do that using Automator. And so here's my life admin or administration that you see up here. And you see camping, daily knows man cave food, all these things here. Then if I go and click on life, you see they're all here. I have an additional one, which is the healing garden, the photo gallery, because this is where I manage all my pictures. So if I click on that one, it shows up on the other screen. And this is where I manage my photos. Oops. Get this to lock in. And then you see I got all my photos and stuff like this shown in a table. And I can sort by it if I want to. Like, for example, I can go up here and do a search, and I can look for anything that has the word icon in it. ICON. Shows all these icons, and these are all inside of my vault, and they're being shared between all the children, so that I won't have to duplicate these icons on my computer's file system. And so that's one vault, the photo library vault. You can see the name up at the top here. Let me close that one. And then I got architecture here, which is, let me close this tab here, and if I go down to architecture, and that's all of these things here are independent vaults. So if I click on here, you see them. I just created icons. This is the ministry, even though this has a microphone over here. This is my personal evolution. These are changes that I track in myself, and things that I uncover about myself. If I remember something from my past, I'll put them in here and that kind of thing to help me to link my thinking together, right? So you can see it kind of follows the same labels here that you find over here. Some of these I added, but outside of this, you see seeking resonance and governance for region 12. Those, even though I stuck them inside of this life administration folder, we'll move it outside of it. See the healing garden here is seeking resonance, right? And the governance one would probably be inside of this one. It's not. Oh, there it is, right here. This icon here. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you, what I set up. And then let me go to the resonance vault, show you what I'm doing. And these are my times. I think I might have told you about these, where when I wake up, if this is a fasting day, then I'll do my energy window. This is basically to help retrain my autonomic system, so that my gut won't trigger my hamstrings and stuff to tighten up and create problems with my ability to walk. So that's what that's about. But move this over here. And so this is what I was talking about. I'm gonna send this to you. This is about how this is basically a similar structure for all the vaults that I have in here. Let me show you. So we have domains, we have document types, and then we have we got root, domains, document type. So what are the roots? The roots are the things that display when I click the menu. So that's this here, this here, and this here. So let me do the menu. So if I click this and I say, basically I want to create a new note, these are those three things. Now we can go into code, which this is nothing more than a template, inside of here. We can add more things. I'm going to change these, so I'm in the process of working on this so that it makes sense. So basically this one is, I use this root when the note is about my inner world, how my inner world is built, right? My identity, my recurring alignment. My recurring alignment. And so this is about me internally, And so if I were to, let me see if this one, let me do this real quick and clean this. I wrote a script to clean these so you can change the headers and stuff like that. And that way you organize this, and then I get rid of this. Oops, hit the wrong key. Alright, and then this is copied and put in the title. Alright, so what I would do is I put my cursor here, I go over here and I say, okay, let's put it in the right directory. So I have to choose. So this is about alignment, right? It's about my nervous system. So most likely that will be here in architecture, because it's not a practice, it's not something I need to track. So then I go in here and I say, okay, it's about my nervous system, it's about alignment. So it's about how alignment works. So I click on that and it says, is this a full or a small? This is definitely a full one. I click that, it's going to ask me what is this about. I can just go right past it. What's the purpose of it? Alright, then it creates this what we call properties or metadata. And this allowed me to create data, do database queries and stuff like against it, and to link it to other stuff so that ideals are linked together. It also creates a table of contents. It sticks it in here. It tries to create the first header, but I already had one in there, so I just need to remove this one, and then you'll see one. And then if I wanted to show, right now it's only showing level 1, which is header 1. I do have header 3s and header 2s in here, so if I wanted to get a different level, I can go boom. So right now it's level 1, which only shows header 1s. If I want all the way to header 3, I just do a 3. And then when I click away from it, it's getting all the way down to level 3. Level 1, level 2, level 3.